Welcome to the Ghostly Chronicles, the Black Vein Expedition. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, whispers circulated among tribes about the Black Vein, a cursed river that only appeared when the moon was blood red. Explorers who ventured there either vanished or returned insane, muttering incoherent tales of shadows that moved against the current, and whispers from unseen entities. Despite the warnings, Dr. Lena Morrigan, a seasoned archaeologist, assembled a small team to uncover the secrets of the Black Vein. Her funding was drying up, and a discovery of this magnitude would cement her legacy. Guided by a wary local named Teo, they set off under the light of the rising blood moon. The jungle grew eerily silent as they approached the coordinates. No birds, no insects, just the steady rustling of leaves in the windless air. Suddenly the river materialized before them, dark as obsidian, flowing unnaturally against the surrounding currents. It shimmered like liquid glass, its surface rippling with streaks of crimson light. Lena, nothing like this should exist. They set up camp near the riverbank, deciding to explore at dawn. As the team settled into uneasy sleep, Teo stayed awake, muttering prayers. He warned Lena again, "Teo, the Black Vein isn't a place for mortals, its depths call for something ancient and hungry." Lena dismissed his superstitions, determined to push forward. At dawn they launched a small canoe onto the river. The water resisted their paddles, feeling almost solid beneath them. Strange, jagged rocks jutted out from the riverbed, their shapes resembling grotesque faces twisted in silent screams. Further downstream, the team discovered remnants of an old wooden dock, and what appeared to be an ancient temple carved into the cliffs. Its entrance was marked with symbols Lena had never seen before, shapes that seemed to writhe and shift when viewed out of the corner of her eye. Inside, the air grew cold and stale. The walls were covered in carvings of figures bowing before a massive, multi-eyed entity rising from the river. A single black gemstone rested on an altar at the center of the chamber, pulsating faintly like a heartbeat. "Lena, this must be it." She reached for the gem, ignoring Teo's urgent protests. The moment her fingers brushed its surface, the ground trembled. The carvings on the walls began to glow, and an otherworldly roar echoed through the temple. The river outside surged violently, the water transforming into black tendrils that slithered into the temple like living creatures. One of the tendrils wrapped around Lena's wrist, cold and pulsing with energy. She screamed as visions flooded her mind, an ancient civilization worshipping a being they called Nishatal, the keeper of the void. The gem was its heart, torn from its body to seal it within the river. "Nishatal, return what is mine." Lena tried to let go, but the tendril held her firm. Around her the team panicked. Teo grabbed a machete, hacking at the tendrils, but for every one he severed, more emerged. The temple walls cracked, and the carvings of worshippers began to step out of the stone, their hollow eyes fixed on the intruders. Realizing they were out of time, Teo grabbed a torch and hurled it at the altar. The gemstone flared brightly as flames consumed it, and the tendrils recoiled with an ear-splitting screech. "Teo, run!" he shouted, dragging Lena toward the exit. They stumbled out of the collapsing temple and onto the canoe, paddling furiously against the churning waters. Behind them, the river itself rose into a monstrous form, a shadowy, multi-eyed figure that towered over the jungle. It let out a deafening roar as it tried to pull them back. As they reached the river's edge, the Black Vein suddenly vanished, taking the temple and the monstrous entity with it. The jungle returned to its unnatural silence, the blood moon fading from the sky. Back in the village, Lena sat in a daze, staring at her trembling hands. Her team was gone, swallowed by the river. Only she and Teo survived, but the price was steep. That night, Lena dreamt of Nishatal's many eyes watching her from the void. And when she woke, her veins pulsed black beneath her skin. The Black Vein may have disappeared, but its mark remained, and Lena knew it wasn't finished with her yet. Please like, share, and subscribe.